Tinitext ko na lang sila.
Oo. Okay, magulang yung nakausap.
Kung kaya sabihin, text mo na lang, sabi.
Feeling ko maraming magulang na galit sa akin kasi ako yung no.
Ay, talaga?
Hindi ba? Hindi. Pero ayun. Sorry na, kalimutan ko. No, but I feel like the dynamic is really nice. Kasi you have Mama Reg, Ate Angge, who's coming from a more motherly loving approach.
Okay.
Right? And then you have Tito Gary na talagang may touch of seriousness and
like a father.
Strictness, yeah, like a father. And ako nang parang, kaya yung naipwesto ko sa sarili ko na parang mas kuya approach. So the way I talk na parang, yung trabaho, ako na, mas ganyan, gagawin mo. Kakanta po, ganyan. Piano ngayon. Di ba, konting ganun, So, tapos may mga papasok, ano pangarap mo sa buhay? Gusto ko po mag-acting. Maling show sa nalihan mo, ha?
Bini-break mo yung eyes para mawala yung nervyos.
Exactly. So parang rin sila, parang binabato lang ng biro na parang sila naman, most of them come in na talagang nanginginig, gano'n. Siguro kasi maraming doon talaga.
Kasi maraming din yung
studio.
Pero ayun, mas more kuya approach yung ginawa ko with the kids.
Okay. Kuya Gary, the choice of words.
Well, ang advantage kasi bilang hindi lang isang tatay pero bilang isang papi, okay? Because I'm a lolo now. Natutunan ko rin na kausapin ng mga kabataan, katulad ng age ng mga nasa Idol Kids Philippines. Yung gagamitin ko ba yung mga salita na how would I say, ano ba yun? Yung bagay dun sa kung saan sila, yung hilig nilang gawin, maliban sa pagkanta. So for example, mahilig mag-basketball. Kung medyo sumablay, parang gano'n yun, di ba sa basketball, kailangan mag-shoot, di ba? Kailangan lahat ng pag-winning shot, kailangan pumasok yun.
Kumbaga something that they can understand.
They can understand, kasi they can relate, they can associate it dun sa kung ano man ang ibang kanilang ginagawa.
Ganda.
That's how I try to do it. But it's not easy. Because more than being hopefuls, these are children and they're developing. So sometimes when you say no, hindi natin alam kung ano magiging effect. You know? Pero I think na in a way, kailangan din matuto din yung mga kabataan ngayon na minsan when you lose or when somebody says no, mas lalo mong binibigyan ng halaga pag nakatanggap ka ng konting panalo sa buhay. When you receive a yes or a win in life, you treasure that because you know what it is to lose. Then you'll work harder and harder to only get better.
Doon papasok yung role ng mga magulang.
Yeah.
Diba, no?
Yeah.
After, whether they win or not,
diba?
The parents should continue guiding them.
Yeah.
Alright?
It's different, ha? Kasi the kids today, mas exposed sila ngayon sa kung ano yung pinapatugtog sa social media, all these platforms. So may standard na sila. Diba? Ito yung gusto kong maging. Tapos biglang naapak sila dun sa entablado, biglang no. It's difficult. Nung nagte-taping kami, at least for me, pag uwi ko, o habang pauwi ako, andun ako sa kotse, iniisip ko, ano ba to? How do I continue to play the role that I was meant to play, even if they're no longer a part of the show? At may mga ibang instances na nag-usap kami, and we decided na, okay, we'll continue to support. Yung mga ganon. Because it's it's not just a show. It's a show with a lot of heart. And I think that's one thing that a lot of people need today. It's a show with a lot of sincerity, authenticity, and heart. And you cannot just come up with a show for kids, but you have to come up with a show that with the kids and bring out the best in them, whether it's a yes or a no. And that takes a lot. It cannot only take one. It takes the 4 judges, including the entire staff, to really be able to bring out the best in all of them. So it's a bit tough, but I'm glad I'm a part of it.
Angge?
And this is not just a show. It's a showcase of talent.
Ilang linggo mong pinag-aralan niyo?
Fourth day na yun.
Fourth day. Okay, Gabon?
Okay na, congratulations po and looking forward to Idol this
I
week.
hope you enjoy it.
Thank you, Von. Alan, get ready. You're next. But before we hear Alan's question, Robbie, Jolina, okay, kanina sinabi ko how you prep. Kayo rin ba yung sumasalubong pag good or bad results after?
Yes.
So, paano?
So our jobs is to, one of our jobs is to prep the parents first before pumasok sila, bago magsimula yung taping. And kami dalawa ni Ate Jolens, we just have 2 rules lang naman. Yung mga contestants sa show na ito ay tinatawag na kiddie hopefuls. So remind the parents agad, kiddie hopefuls, mas nauna yung magiging kids nila. So yun yung tandaan nyo, kailangan mag-enjoy ng mga bata. And in this program, it's either you win or you learn. You never lose in this program. So yun ang palaging mindset namin. Napahirap din, syempre pag nakakakuha ng no, pati kami naapektuhan, di ba? Paano namin sasabihin na okay lang yan? Eh syempre, nung time na yan, hindi okay talaga eh. Siyempre, ang layo ng tinravel niya mula iba't ibang parte ng Pilipinas. Tapos, di ba, katagal naghintay, and then you'll receive that. Pero, piniremind din ni Ate Jolens na, siyempre, it's an experience. And just like what our judges said, it's not just a show. Kasi patuloy yung pagtulong para sa kanila.
Jolina, Ganaan?
Ako, siguro ma-add ko lang, hindi lang din to parang dahil grown-ups na kami or kaming si Ma'am Shirech, si Anggeta, sa kung ay mga mami na. But yung human connection, kami ay hindi lang pwede maging nanay, pwede rin kami maging friends, pwede rin kami maging kalaro, di ba? Pwede rin taga-alaga, psychiatrist, yung ganyan. Kumbaga lahat pwede namin, kaya din namin role na ibigay sa kanila dahil nanggaling din kami doon. Napagdaanan namin yung ganong experience. And sabi nga kay Robbie, parang dalawa yata yung inaalagaan natin. Siyempre, yung feelings ng bata, pagpasok niya at paglabas, siyempre pati yung nanay, di ba? Na pag nag-no, minsan sila yung naunang nasasaktan. So, bago pa lumabas, kahit nararamdaman na namin kung ano yung sagot, piniprep na rin namin ang magulang para sa mga anak ko. Ito, ganyan.
And we have to point out too,
Yes.
tama yung sinabi ni Ate Reg, in this program, we have our resident psychiatrist or psychologist na handang umalalay right after the audition para
Debriefing
sa
sila.
mental health.
Debriefing ng mga kids and the parents. Alright, Alan!
Hello po. Good evening everyone. Congratulations sa Idol Kids Philippines team. Yung first question ko for the highest paid post na si highest paid host na si Robbie sa si Ma'am.
Oh, kaya alam, nagtatago po ba kayo? Wow!
Hindi, tanong ko lang, kumbaga, iba-iba yung mga nagiging co-host mo, di ba? I don't know if first time mo bang makatrabaho si Jolina and how you work on yung chemistry niyo on set, parang ganyan.
I think it's the second time officially. First one, nag-pitch hit si Ate Jolene sa isang reality singing competition kasi sa final something happened to Ate Bianca. So,
The Voice,
yes.
The Voice
she had to step in para sa programa yun. Okay lang yan, Ate Jolene. Pero prior to
Alam ko
that,
nakatulong ako kasi nakalaglag pala ako.
sobrang kaba ako. Kasi knowing na ang mga kasama ko ay isang icon, lalong-lalo na ng batang mga 90s dyan. Diba? Yung pagkaramdam nakaka-chuba-chuchu. So it's really refreshing to work with Ate Jolens. Lalong-lalo na yung mga binibring up ko palagi, yung mga Jolina Dals, yung
Uy, ka naman, grabe
naman. Marvin Agustin,
Uy,
and so much more. So much more. So it's a refreshing collaboration, I would have to say. At ang sarap kasama at katrabaho niya.
salamat naman doon.
Any words from Jolens?
Kasi baka kasi hindi kayo maniwala, pero gusto ko rin talaga mga work si Robbie. Dahil, pag pinapanood ko siya, hindi kasi baka sabihin nagbubulhat tayo dito, pero yung totoo talaga, kahit na pinapanood ko pa lang si Robbie, alam ko na nararamdaman ko as a viewer na hindi lang siya nag-host, parang partnership yung kanya pag may ka-host siya. So, gusto ko yung mga ganong katrabaho. And naramdaman ko yun nung nung nga tayo, yung dating show nga. Hindi ko na sasabihin ulit, ano? So, na sabihin. Tapos ito nga, ito talaga, kasi yung mga kwentuhan din namin in between, yun yung mas feeling ko nagpapakilala pa sa akin more kay Robbie as a real person. I mean, yung talagang personalidad niya. Na totoo siyang tao, kahit pala nag-host, ganun din siya. Mag-generous siya sa mga knowledge, sa mga wisdom na gusto niyang ma-share.
Pati TF.
Ay, the best, pati TF. Kasi nga highest pay.
Highest paid. Not just premier, di ba? Pero highest paid.
Grabe naman, baka maniwala.
And then yung second question pa to all the judges. Tanong ko lang kasi parang lahat kayo, parang except Sir Gary, lahat kayo parang fruit ng ng contest, di ba? Mga contesera, di ba? Parang, parang mas mahirap bang i-judge yung mga kids compared din sa mga regular na mga singers. And ano yung hinahanap niyo sa mga kids na sumasali para manalo siya at maging grand champion siya ng Idol Kids Philippines?
Kuya Alan, bago ko sagutin yung tanong ninyo, gusto ko lang sabihin sa mga nandito ngayon kung sino po yung mga inaantok, pikit lang.
Malamig kasi.
Malamig lang.
Oo.
Hindi parang di sila hiya, sila mga kaya sinabi ko na pikit lang po.
Hanggang sa boses mo palang hindi na nakakaantok.
Okay lang po kami. Pero,
so, hindi mo rin tanong?
Seryoso, Kuya Alan, medyo mahirap talaga. Paano ko ba i-explain? Siguro yung tamang explanation kung paano ko ibibigay sa bawat contestants. And sobrang swerte ko din po kasi katabi ko si Sir Gary V eh. So kapag mga Inglesera yung mga contestants, Sir Gary, ikaw na dyan.
Nandun na ako. Hindi kasi yung mga ibang hopefuls galing sa Cebu. So mas gusto nila na English or Cebuano. Eh nandito naman si JK at saka si Regine that can help out with that. But sometimes they want in English, kaya tinutulungan ko si
Yes.
minsan.
Tapos, after ng taping namin, 2-5 lang sinisinasama ni Sir Gary. Pwede na.
Kasi di dapat medyo mas... Pero okay lang. That's right.
Pero, nakakatuwa kasi sa dinami-dami po ng mga bata, talagang magagaling sila. Ang babata pa nila, kasi ako nag-umpisa po akong natutong kumanta parang 6 years old. Pero dito sa Idol Kids Philippines, may 4 years old, 5 years old. At ramdam na namin sa kanila na buo talaga sa puso nila na gusto nilang maging singer. And yung tanong nyo naman po kung ano po yung hinahanap ko bilang isang judge po dito sa Idol Kids. Siguro, yung batang kahit alam niyang hindi ganun kadali abutin yung pangarap niya, hindi siya titigil. Mararamdaman mo kasi yun sa bawat performances nila. Kapag, itong batang to talagang may mga bata kasi na may gusto lang patunayan, pero iba kasi yung mga bata na may gustong maabot. So, pili ko yun po yung hinahanap ko bilang judge.
Let's go to JK. I feel like I haven't had experience of judging in a competition. I actually haven't had experience judging in general. This is the first time. But I can imagine judging adults, it would be much easier. Kasi I mean, with adults at least you can be transparent and you can talk to them and just tell them everything outright what you think. But with kids, you have to wrap it in a way where it's not, the whole thing doesn't become traumatic for them, especially pag nag-know ka sa kanila. Right? Hindi mo pwedeng sabihin na parang, hindi ka magaling eh. No. Wala na. Doon na sa psychology, di na aalis sa psychology room yun. So, I can imagine much easier with dog. And like what Tito Gary said earlier, it's really hard. It's really hard. Kasi, yung sinabi nga ni Tito Gary na parang pag pauwi, ako, nakikita ko yung sarili ko, nakatingin sa labas ng bintana na parang, tama ba yung mga ginawa ko today? Tama ba yung mga desisyon ko? Maybe I should have said yes to that one kid. Maybe I should have said no to the other. Alam mo yun? And then we always look at each other na parang, oh my God. Wala. Mahirap siya pero masaya. And I think we made good judgments with all the kids that passed through.
May sense ba, Ate Reg, na parang, ano ko kaya sasabihin to kung anak ko to?
It would have been easier kung anak mo.
Okay.
Kasi pag anak mo,
Kabisado mo na.
kabisado mo na. And plus, kung hindi nakikinig, pwede mong sabihin na, listen to me. You cannot do that with other kids. Hindi mo yung anak eh. So, again, we need to be more sensitive. Especially, kanina tinanong mo ano yung words na gagamitin. Doon ako nahihirapan sa pagpili ng mga words na gagamitin ko para naiintindihan nila. Because like I said, iba yung level ng understanding pa nila eh, di ba? So, pati emotionally. And then at the same time, you also hope na yung message na sinasabi mo makarating.
Absorb nila.
Oo, makarating kasi minsan hanggang gitna lang. So, it's actually hard. Well, to begin with, bilang galing ako sa contest, mahirap na talaga maging judge. Especially nung tumanda ako kasi syempre I've become more, meron na ako mga nalalaman na mga technical terms, meron, ito yun, dati naman wala akong alam na gano'n, pero ngayon parang mas alam ko na. So, nagtatalo yung isip ko, parang ako magiging technical ba ako? Kasi mga bata eh. And I have this urge, or syempre concerned ka rin you want them to learn, gusto mong i-correct. But how do you correct them without making them feel na really ito yung ganon? So, it would have been easy na kung sinit yun eh. O hindi siya makikita, mabatukan ko lang siya. Diba? But of course, hindi ko binabatukan na yan ko. But yeah, ako pala yung binabatukan ko. So yun, it's really hard. And doubly hard pa because they're kids.
Right, it's a juggle. Okay, Gary, you want to add?
Yeah, actually, ang gustong sabihin is, one thing I want to share, Alan, is that the fact na hindi sila contestants, they are considered to be hopefuls. Meron kaming mga kilalang mga singers na hindi nanalo sa mga ibang singing contests, pero where they are today. Diba? Parang they became champions also. So naniniwala ako na kahit na nag-no kami sa ilan sa mga batang sumali, alam ko na maybe this is just a stepping stone. A stepping stone meaning it's a step higher, hanggang dun muna sila. Then the next contest they join, it's another step higher. They may not win, but they're going upward. You know, and I'm hopeful na in the course of time, makikita din natin ang ilan sa mga sumali ngayon na hindi nakatanggap ng no. Eh ngayon, tanggap talaga sila ng taong bayan. That's what I'm hoping for.
And the proof is Juan Carlos.
Yes po.
JK is one of them. Exactly.
O, diba?
Hindi ako nanalo dun sa competition na yun.
Bakit ka ba hindi nanalo dun sa competition?
Hindi ko alam. No, but I kind of also, sometimes other kids when we say no to them, I also am able to use myself as an example na parang, you know, just because we say no now doesn't mean that this is the end of the road for you. No. And ang usapan pa nga namin lagi, magkita tayo sa next season, sa season 2 ng Idol Kids.
Bakit i-clear mo na?
Meron ba?
Meron na.
Wala pa. Okay. For confirmation pa po. Pero yung sinasabi ko sa ibang kids, parang meron ba kami work? Yes. Thank you.
Alright. Thank you, Alan.
Thank you.
Alan, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Before we go to Chris from One Music PH, Shania, dumadaan din ba sa inyo yung mga kids?
Yes. Yung mga kiddie hopefuls, dumadaan din sila sa akin. Tapos, I think our job is mostly to bring out the kulit side.
Even yung mga talo?
No, yung mga naka-yes.
So maganda yung mood nila sa inyo.
Yes. So, of course, yung mga naka-yes, we talk to them, we ask them about their experience, yung mga learnings nila, and of course, kasi imagine you're auditioning in front of the judges, and parang I'm sure may halong
nerves.
May nerves talaga. So, of course, hindi lalabas yung kulit side nila. agad. So after they get the yes, we usually talk to them, ask them about their experience, tapos we try to bring out yung mga kulit sides nila. What do you do?
Yeah, because I think this is a time for them to decompress. But after, doing something really hard, and it's a big achievement for them.
Kalma.
This is where they can really relax and savor the moment, and something that hopefully they can look back on as well.
Alright. Chris, from One Music PH.